Alright, get ready, fans of The Witness or Abduction and so on. Playing another game in a similar sort of category. Quern? I've been calling it Quern in my head for like the last month, ever since I discovered this game. But I feel weird saying it out loud, so I'm gonna say Quern for now. And that's the best I'm gonna go with. Yeah, so here's our follow-up, because we finished up with the Stanley Parable. Didn't do 100% completion technically, but I don't think that's really entirely in the spirit of the game either. So this should be interesting. I don't know anything about this besides the fact that I believe it's heavily inspired by Myst. In fact, I think it just flat out says that on its page on Steam. Letters help you progress in the game. It's a slightly odd opening note. Okay. Hi. Oh, immediately, huh? Oh, there's a letter. Ha! So we have a gate here. Hello? I'll get to the gate. I'll get to the letter in a moment. I just want to look around a little bit. We have weird zigzag green patterns with pieces of broken rock below them. We have an obvious gate over here with an incomplete symbol. 3 notches in it. Something with 3 notches in it might fit in there for the last quadrant. A ladder I probably can't climb because it doesn't go anywhere. It was worth a shot. Oh. Ho ho ho. That's curious. I can't grab these, can I? Okay, yeah, let's look at the letter. Let's look at it. Oh, hi. Yeah, that.
Welcome. I am Professor William Maythorn. Although I bear responsibility for trapping you in this world, I have no intention of harming you in any way. As a matter of fact, you should consider yourself lucky, for I wish to share all my knowledge with you. I will grant you the opportunity to study all of my discoveries and examine my wondrous creations. Eventually, I will require your assistance in an essential matter. You must cooperate with me, for you have no reason or chance to resist.
Huh. The voice acting actually made me jump. I wasn't expecting it. You can view the letters you've obtained by pressing L. 1? Is that page 1 is what it means? Okay, so you can replay the reading down here. Cool, so it does not autoplay every time you open it. I'm thankful for that. Playing System Shock lately, and it replays audio every time you look at something you've looked at before, and I'm like, oh no. Several objects can be picked up by clicking on them, so I have an inventory. Right now it's just a floaty, blank, strange screen. What's in our notebook? Nothing! We can't click on it yet. There's our inventory. Look at that. Yep, there's the 3 notches we expected. So the question is, I was gonna say, does it fit in by default or no? I'm gonna say no. Okay, so the central corner spot's pointing away from the center. The other 2, oh, they're kind of pointing all over the place. Alright. Q is inventory. So the direction to face is, oh, I can't rotate it, I don't think. I can only rotate it this way, I can't rotate it the other way around. Okay, so I just have to eyeball it a little bit. So this one is pointing inward, away from the line. It's pointing away from the border. This is pointing away from the corner. The other one's pointing away from the corner of its corner. That should fit, I believe. It doesn't fit. What have I done wrong? So, pointing away from its corner, away from the line, away from the corner. Ew. It goes in like that. So, I have the 2 switched. There we go. That's not bad tutorialization. Without being condescending to the player or anything, they just lock you in a room with one puzzle with only one mechanic, and they're like, no, you're not getting past this till you figure out how to use your inventory. What is this deal with this thing? My guess is that this is going to be a portal. Maybe for warping to a different location. I probably need to power it by putting things in here. Or so goes my first guess. It looks like these are exhausted crystals that are maybe why it doesn't work anymore. Can I crouch? Oh, we have a jump. That's surprisingly unexpected. So C, Control, Alt. None of the go-to buttons are crouching right now. So I don't think I can crouch. Can I look at this anyway? No? It looks like some kind of porthole viewing thing, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Alright. Well, here's a cool looking location. The main square. Got a little bit of a draw distance thing going on. Yeah. Wonder if I can pump that up a little bit, so we don't see the stuff sort of coming in. View distance, maximum. No possible consequences here. How is that frame rate doing? 40. Ah, not entirely terrible. There we go. I've kind of turned off some of the visual effects, but still have texture high and draw distance high, and got rid of motion blur and things like that. And it's running at what I think is a good 60-ish. I have draw distance all the way up, but shadow distance is lower. And I think that made a big difference. Oh yeah. Alright, so we have a dome-shaped building over here. Floating rock? No, not floating. Just looks... Oh. There's an entire lighthouse on it, it looks like? Or a lighthouse-shaped structure. It looks like it's floating because of the way that it gets narrower at the bottom, but it is on a base. That sure looks like a puzzle surface of some kind. Or a thing that'll open when I do something. Oh, maybe a ladder? Maybe this will somehow get me up there. That'd be my guess. Let's check over here first. Gotta canvass the area. There's a door that'll open. Tied to a rope. Attached to... this thing? So the rope goes through all that stuff. So if I... maybe if I attached a weight or something to this contraption, it would come down? That's curious. Those ropes are a bit of a yeah, those are a little misleading. Those are handrail ropes over there. It's a brush? Or a mop? Ah! Surprised me a little bit there. Can I do that again? Interesting. So the whole thing rotates. Oh! I was gonna say the weights inside of it might matter. I can actually rotate the weight. Or move it around at least. Can these move around? Oh, they can. But they fall down, of course. Okay. So I'm guessing if I get something out of the way or make it possible to rotate this so it's horizontal, I can probably do a sliding block puzzle, but right now everything's being bound by gravity. I think that's what's going on there. The question is, why can't it rotate? I don't think anything's blocking it, so I think I just need a crank to insert into that spot so I can have the leverage to push it far enough. I think right now I just can't push it all the way. Alright. Add that to our ever-growing list of to-do list things. Oh. Can I grab the pestle? Mortar and pestle? So we have glowing crystals and people working with pine cones. Did you make something out of pine cones here? They seem to have made like a pine cone meal. Okay. We'll see if that comes up. Ah. That looks kind of like the symbol we just made. I don't remember if there was a tree symbol inside, but the outside is definitely along the lines of what we made a moment ago. Ah. My character seems to be incapable of reaching through the bars and moving this beam covering it, so this is a one-way door. I have to find the other side of this and open it from behind, presumably. This does not react to me. I probably need to present something to it, I presume. And there's clearly... okay, so we have two doors that will open at some point. 1, when I figure out what that symbol means. 2, when I get behind this door. One way or another. So everything, and then there's that door too, which was attached to this contraption, which I don't think I can interact with meaningfully at the moment. Yeah. So find a crank, maybe find, oh. I was thinking maybe we need to wait for this thing, maybe this is the wait. Maybe if I can get that to come out, I can put it on this thing and it would weigh the whole thing down and that would open this door. Maybe. Okay. We've inspected one piece of the area. Did I miss anything around this spot? This looks pretty unbusy, I'd say. Yeah. Alright, let's, since I've apparently started doing that, let's start going around this area clockwise then. Oh, is that just a little lever? Oh, nope. Nope. It's a socket for a lever. And until I get an actual beam of some kind to stick in there, I don't think that's going to open. So we have a lot of locked doors, is what we're learning so far. Blue crystals in the ground. Some kind of opening for something. And another, oh, similar shaped hole, actually. I don't remember if the other one was a hexagon or pentagon. We have a pentagon-shaped hole here. I don't think my dish of bone meal, of pinecone meal is going to help there. Let's go along the wall from here again now. Because it looks like there might be a passage at the end there that keeps going. There's like a depth to the level design over there that looks like it might leave. So let's check these areas. Same thing again. In fact, exact same thing again. Okay. Well, you're something new. So this moves, and this rotates. Ha. Okay. I assume I don't just make the shape. I think it already was in the shape when I got here. Yeah. So this seems like a code then. And I don't think I can glimpse anything behind that'll indicate how to solve it. Okay. Add that to the notes, huh? Okay, so we have some sort of weird... it's an octagonal puzzle. There are 5 digits to the code, and there are 8 segments for the code. 8 possible values, I'd say, and 5 digits is basically how you could talk about this. And a specific pattern must open this door. Yeah, probably keep that in mind for later. Let's see, so notebook's empty, right? Do I write in my notebook myself, or what? Does N open my notebook? Well, I'll wait for that to come up. I think notebooks are just... the notebook's just not introduced yet. What's your deal? Okay. No interaction of any kind as far as I can tell. And everything looks kind of devoid of anything going on here. Yeah, alright. It's a door that'll open up through some mechanism at some point that we don't know yet. Oh, hey. No. No, that does not do a thing. Well, this one's not even a door, so we're good. That's interesting. We have a blue crystal on a wall. Question is whether or not that's some kind of weird reflective laser puzzle thing, like if there's any sort of weird stuff going on like that, or if it's just a lighting system. Ah, hanging platform. We've got a category of areas now. Because that might just be a lighting system, like there might be a series of crystals that just light up at night. As like those ones, of course. Ah, look at that. Well, we have half of a bridge, so there's that. I'm curious to see if hanging platform shows up anywhere. No. Do we have a map? I don't know if new areas are denoted anywhere. This seems like a torch location. Oh.
When I set foot in this island, I was an enthusiastic archaeologist in search for the remains of an ancient civilization, the Dulmar. In manuscripts, they refer to this place as the Forbidden World. They called it Quer'nelok, To simplify it, by the right of the explorer, I gave this island a new name: Quern. I soon realized that this world means much more than an archaeological site, and my interests expanded. To make you understand the extraordinary nature of this island, and to clarify my deeds for you, I left a series of letters around the island.
Okay, so that answers my question about how to name this place. Also, we seem to have a code here. Did the other one have a code on it? Ha. It's the two parts of the code combined. Okay. Okay. Yep, that's the whole thing. That's all I need. Let's interact with you, though. I think I have to put you here. Or not. Oh, you scroll wheel through these. Okay. Yeah, no interaction. Oh, tab also gives you access to these things. Neat. So I can rotate it. So to be clear, you can only rotate left and right. You can't rotate up and down. So you don't have 100% crazy 360 movement. You just can do this basic rotation. I don't think I can take the crystal off. I was thinking maybe I'd take the crystal off and put it on that thing. So maybe I'll find a spot with a missing crystal. We have a bowl, we have a... So if I find a key, I can put it in this chest to open it. Nothing else here is interactive. Just details. And these appear to just be the ropes that fasten this entire platform so that it doesn't go falling into the ocean. So can I rotate you? Yes. Now the question is, did we hook something? Not at the moment, no. Alright, well I'll lower it for now. Maybe we'll have a chance to go down below it and attach something to it. So I'll just sort of prep that and see if it comes up later. Not sure what your deal is. You seem like you might do something. Alright, so at some point I'll be able to open this bridge from behind, so I've also prepped that. Definitely the next step is to try to figure out what, the door. I say try to figure out as if I don't know how to do it. Alright, so first 3 slots. Top left, far right, just below. Except, oh, well, that's the that's one. Let's do them in order before I get a little lost. Oops. Right. There we go. So slot 1. 2 has to go in reverse, actually, by 1. Right? Yeah. And I don't think you can... Can I right-click on him? I don't think so. I think it only rotates in one direction. There we go. So 3 is only 1 over. Should be all set. And then we just need bottom right, bottom left. Straightforward enough. Hey! Oh my... Okay, that was slightly uncomfortable how I did that. Look how many gears there are. Yeah. Although in the room, I look at the gears and levers and I think, wow, that looks like it really works. I don't know if I buy this one. I think that mostly looks like a bunch of gears just to excuse that. Yeah, that's totally did a thing. Let's see. Obviously the chest, but I'm looking around for other details. Lightning fish. Oh. There's a lightning fish that hunts pine cones, apparently. So if I put a pine cone on that hook, I could catch a fish. Presumably. So maybe I can put my pine cone meal on that. Ah, that seems important. Okay. So we've got a crank. What shape does it have? It's a hexagon. Okay, so that must have been a hexagon down there, because this one's a pentagon. So, they are 2 different shapes. I'm gonna try the pinecone thing real quick, though. First of all, can I sprint? Shift? Oh, I can! I wasn't sure if they'd let me do that. Can I put a pine cone on it? No? It doesn't work that way. Maybe I need a whole pine cone. Maybe. Alright. Leave that for later. Unless there's pine cones around here? No? Alright. Let's get back to the crank location. That gives me something to follow up on. Alright. Yep, it's a hexagon. That's where this platform is here. Okay, so there must be a hole on this side, right? No? I thought there'd be a hole on this side so you get the weight out of it. Huh. Does it only rotate? Yeah, it only rotates back. Okay. Is there a hole? Oh, there's a hole over here. So if I get to the bottom left corner, it'd come out, I think. Yeah, that appears to be the case. So I need to get it up there. I have never been good at sliding block puzzles, so we'll just go ahead and accept that about myself. Oh man, this would... It would not hurt to have a witness-style thing here, where the camera locks in place, so you can do the puzzle. That'd be a nice touch right now. It is slightly disorienting to have the whole camera move. Let's see. I'm curious, actually. Oh, right. I was curious to see if I could just take the block out and just invalidate the whole thing, but I'd have to rotate it. I have to make sure that gravity doesn't cause a problem there. Ah. Interesting. There's a hole over there. So I think it just slides out, but I can only do it with that one, apparently. Or maybe the fact that there's a weight on top of it means it can't move. Maybe it's stuck under the weight. Okay. Yeah, I'm not immediately sure how to handle this part. Sorry about the motion, the crazy vision bobbing going on here. Yeah, it doesn't accomplish a lot of... That doesn't fix a lot for me, does it? Well, I'm curious. That's a small block, and nothing's on top of it, so can it slide out to this gap? Perhaps not. I don't really get a highlight spot around here. Okay. Well, time for me to obsess over something I'm really bad at. Sliding block puzzles. Hey! I think that's the solution. Ah, there we go. Yay! That didn't take as long as I thought it would. I usually take much longer. The Crystal Lab. Ooh, mouse 3 zooms in. Whoa. Okay, if we want to look at something up close, we've got a solution for that. That's a hell of a zoom, too. That's like a 3-time zoom or something? Maybe more? Bahaha! Ooh, what if I could... Nope, it still moves the camera. I was hoping that maybe you'd be able to interact stuff with the fixed camera angle. So crystals are a big deal here, apparently, in Quern. Huh. I thought a rock tumbler for a minute there, but it might be some kind of turbine? To apply charge to something? Oh, you might charge crystals. I'm curious. Okay. Now it's extra glowy, I suppose? I think it was already glowy, right? I don't remember. I think it was already lit, but maybe that's where I can take it to light them if I run into problems. Ooh. Oh, we've got invisible paint. Oh, wait, no we don't. That's white. I can already see it. It's just really glowy now. Still, we have glowing paint. We know that now. So... interesting. It would appear that orange crystals emit color. Orange crystals emit light, and if you put that through a blue crystal, it'll help highlight markings and hopefully reveal things. Which is interesting because we've already seen a blue crystal up on a wall, which I said was like, maybe that'll be a laser puzzle or something, and now that's seeming somewhat more likely. I'm wondering if I can point my orange light at it or something. I think that, I forgot how to do my inventory. There it is. I think this thing here is going to be important for finding the clues revealed by blues. Ah. Is that a number key? Could those be the symbols that mean those numbers or not? Can I take a picture of it? Settings, controls, key bindings. Is there a notebook is N, in-game menu is tab, free mouse. Ooh, mouse 2. Draw sketch is P. Letters, notebook, inventory. I don't think there's a screenshot. I don't think there's a screenshot button. I don't think I can screenshot something and make it show up in the menu somewhere. But mouse 2 is free mouse. That's good news. That would have been useful a moment ago. Oh, yeah. Oh, hi. Interesting. Are you in my inventory now? No? Oh. That'd be great to just carry around, honestly. There's my chance to look at it up close. What does N do? N is sketch, I think it said. Well, anyway, we know this exists now. That's good news. Okay. Yeah, keep that in mind. Keep this in mind, too, if I see weird symbols or I'm trying to figure out what the numbers might mean. I return to this location. Or I could take a screenshot and add it to my collection or something. Not right now, though. So this will open, apparently. There's notches, so little gears would pull it open. Oh. There's a whole thing going on down there, too. Interesting. I was trying to see if anything was directed through it. I mean, whatever's down there seems like it might direct through this loop. So this blue's actively being charged by the air? The Legend of Quer'nelok. Quer'nelok, Dulmerian for Land of Undying Thoughts, is a mythological world first mentioned in an ancient Dulmerian manuscript where it represents a great but undefined and uncontrolled power. According to the legend, wielding the power of Quer'nelok is a double-edged sword, holding the metaphorical meaning of the greatest, ultimate responsibility. This legendary world had considerable impact on literature. Due to its enigmatic and unclear meaning, this world has no defined role in the Dulmerian mythology. The allegorical aspect of Quer'nelok was taken up in the works of several post-Dulmerian writers. There are writings in which Quer'nelok is mentioned as the world of the saviors, as an example of utopia. However, in several manuscripts, writers blame the curse of this world for the very fall of Dulmar. According to the legend, Quer'nelok is a monoway world that was hidden within the world chain somewhere between the Lashan line and the eastern edge of the Ilona world cloud. That's a lot of references to things that sound very, very fantastical. According to our current knowledge, the idea of a hidden world contradicts the rulers contradicts the rules of the world chain. Many unsuccessful expeditions were launched in search of Quer'nelok throughout the centuries, while present-day philologists and historians agree that the story is fictional, there is still debate on what served as its inspiration. Well, so much for it being fictional, huh? So the Lashan line is a series of secluded worlds mostly populated by primitive independent tribes, and the world cloud is a cloud of 21 civilized worlds, which are members of the United Empire of Worlds. So despite looking all down to earth and regular and not particularly sci-fi, we're talking about multiple worlds. So that's very true to anything that I actually know about Myst, which is still not a ton. And that's my fault. So I can't grab the crystal or interact with any of these. Ooh, the drawer? You're just gonna taunt me like that, huh? Look at all these books. You can't read. You only read this one page. Your character's allergic to books. Interesting. What if I try to use the crystal on this? No? It was worth a shot. Okay. So mostly non-interactive things, I think. Wicker baskets, crystals, more crystals. This thing looks important. Maybe this is a collection of crystals, but I need to figure out how to open doors in this game first. All I have is a torch and a bowl. A bowl of rather nondescript nature, even. Oh, a letter.
I prepared for your arrival for decades. The only thing you need to do is to climb the stairs I've built. This is the place where my journey began. Where I became truly aware of the unbelievable power this island possesses. I was rather curious back then, so eager to discover and learn. My mind was so clear and naive. I miss those times. Your journey must also begin here. I need you to inspect my studies and understand the basic utilities of these crystals. I've put an empty notebook right next to this letter. Feel free to take notes and draw sketches for yourself.
Oh my god, we have a personal notebook we draw in. Is that what N is? Oh. Oh, P is sketch, right. How many sketches can we do? Do I press P here? What? Oh. Okay. Your quote-unquote sketches are screenshots. Okay, now I know that. That's a big deal. That's super useful. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's good. That's good. That's good. This is probably not a bad thing to keep track of either. That's okay. Major question answered. It all came together. What else would I want to take a sketch of here? That might be about it. Got the crystals down here. Little nails. Oh. Oh. It's a 5-digit answer. Okay. Presumably solved from this side because there's a wood thing in the way. Okay. Ooh, does this work? I wonder. The zoom works. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Now this is promising. And you can delete them on the fly, so I can keep a note of all my loose ends. Every time I have an unsolved thing, I can take a screenshot of it, and then we can refer to my notes whenever I'm trying to figure out what loose ends I might have. Okay. That's cool. Oh, right, you. That whole thing. I'm going to like this mechanic. Okay. That's good news. I like the filter it does too. It's a cute little detail to inferred that it's notes, because people would play these games with notes, generally, I believe. But having it built into the game so it's easy to review, and it amplifies that, it emulates that general idea without having you to actually break out and slowly sketch out the things, is really handy. Especially for someone like me that's doing a recording, that I don't have to stop and sketch something out and then edit that out over and over again. Hello? What have I done? That door? Some other door. Oh, that's interesting. I almost missed you. But you're a door that opens or closes something. Alright guys, well it's only going to open up from here, I suppose. I'm up for it, I'm excited. Thanks for watching like always, guys. I'll see you next time.